What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Plus Unit Picks. Like, subscribe, and drop a comment right now on the video. Send it to somebody that can utilize this information. It is World Cup Knockout Stage Friday, all right? So the knockout stage rolls on. I have three more massive player props that are locked in right now on Underdog Fantasy, so stay tuned for that. So it's a blockbuster slate once again. We're attacking Egypt versus Australia, that first match, and then we're going to go with the Argentina versus Cape Verde match, and the books have the lines completely wrong. Let's talk about part one real quick for the knockout stage. The video I posted yesterday, we went 2-1 on our picks. Fernandez hit, Pedri hit, and Ronaldo was the miss, okay? So he needed 4 shots on target for us, and he only got 2 before getting subbed out of the game. So Portugal, they were very lucky. They squeezed out a win at the last minute against Croatia, tough team. So, hey, we're locked in. It's 2-1. We can't complain about it. Listen, if you want access to my free plays as well, a full detailed description of the plays that I drop, check out my Winnable. The link is in the description. It's also pinned to the comment section. So the second my picks drop, guys, they go straight to your phone or your email before game time every single time, all right? With that being said, before we move into the plays, if you guys aren't checking out Underdog, if you're a new user, or if you don't have your Underdog is what I mean, use my code PLUS. I've got you covered. They have a sign-up bonus for new users where if you spend $5 on their platform, they'll gift you $50 in your sports betting account. So that's a free $50. Like, seriously, take advantage of it. It's simple. Just use my code PLUS. That's all you have to do. If you're already on Underdog, check out Novig. They have a great offer right now for you new users. If you sign up, they'll also get you a $50 sign-up bonus. All you have to do is use my code PLUSUNIT. You see that right here on the screen. It's PLUSUNIT. They both have Underdog, and also Novig has a Golden Boot sweepstakes competition for the World Cup right now. So if you choose a player who's going to score the most goals pretty much, you could potentially win a lot of money. I know it's a pot of like $500,000 across both books. So good stuff, guys. Like I said, I've got Mbappe on one, and I've got Messi on another. So kind of playing both sides right now. So with that being said, we're going to move into the first play on the card for World Cup Friday. And that is going to be Imam Ashur. Here, let me get my screen up here. All right. My goodness, I'm all over the place. All right, Imam Ashur. We're going to take Imam Ashur. He's a midfielder for Egypt. So we're going to fade him on shots on target at 0.5 on Underdog. So everybody's going to be looking at Salah and Marmoush for Egypt attacking props, but the real value is on their central midfielder. We pulled Ashur's last 10 competitive games, and he stayed under 0.5 shots on targets in 7 of them. So that's a 70% hit rate, and it's not really close. So his job is, distribution and tempo, not really shooting as much as the midfielder. And their shot volume runs through their wide players, not really through him. Australia's going to sit back and, be compact in this one, which only makes it harder for a deep midfielder to get a clean look. So let's dive into the numbers really quick that I was able to pull up. So for Ashur, like I said, shots on target over the past 10 matches for the Egypt national team. He's actually, like I said, 70%. If you faded him, over the past 10 games that he played for the Egypt national team, you're cashing 70% of your tickets, 7 out of 10. Now, he did score a goal in the first game, in the very first game of the World Cup in the first round. Obviously that's the only shot on target that he had. Now, the crazy thing is, if we look at his stats as well on shots on target, as you can see, his heat map and some other information here. 0.3 goals per game, 0.3 goals per game, and that's essentially 0.3 shots on target per game. 1.7 shots per game right here, that's what he's getting, almost 2 shots a game, but 0.3 at shots on target. So that's so far in the world, for the World Cup tournament so far. So he's had 3 appearances. He's averaging about 67 minutes per game, about 200 total minutes played. Here's his heat map. So it kind of shows you the type of player that he is and where he typically is positioned on the pitch. And like I said, his attacking, actually that's the strongest part of his game, but his game is not really, he's not really a strong attacker at that. So as you can see based upon the numbers. So go ahead and lock that in as the first pick on the card. The second pick we're going to go with is none other than Lionel Messi. We're going to take Messi on goals for him to at least score 1 goal on underdog. So it's the pick of the night pretty much. Messi has scored in every single group stage in the World Cup. He had a hat trick against Algeria, a brace against Austria that broke the all-time World Cup scoring record, and a free kick off the bench against Jordan. So 6 goals in 3 games. He's on fire. He's in the middle of the hottest scoring stretch of his entire career at 39 years old, and he's not slowing down. And now he draws a Cape Verde team, that has no business being on the same pitch as Argentina talent-wise. So they're kind of the Cinderella team, in my opinion, this year for the World Cup. But he doesn't need multiple chances. He just needs 1 here, and he's found the net in every single game he's played in the tournament. So lock that in. We're just going to take a quick look at his stat line. If you look at the 3 appearances that he's had, he's started in 2 games. He's averaging 67 minutes per game. The crazy thing is, every 33 minutes, he's scoring a goal. So every 33 minutes the guy plays, he's getting a goal. Shots on target, it's at 3 per game. Total shots are at 5 per game. And we just need him to score 1 goal. So I think he's definitely capable of doing that. I don't really have to look at his past 10 games, but as you can see, I'll show it to you as far as goals that he scored. He had 3, like I said, the hat trick against Algeria. He had 2 in the second game, and then 1 against, forgot who it was against in his last game. It wasn't Austria, it was, I forget. So it was Algeria, Austria, and let's see who that is. Algeria, Austria. Yes, that's Iran. I could be wrong. Okay. With that being said, though, that's going to be the second pick on the card. The third and final pick we're going to go with is Enzo Fernandez. We're going to fade him on passes attempted at 87.5. It's actually the same game, Argentina versus Cape Verde. So Argentina, like I said, they dominate the ball. We just talked about Messi. I'm taking lower on, I know he's their deepest passer, but we checked the chart here, and it's not really just the team numbers, but Fernandez has stayed under this number in 7 of his last 10 games, also at a 70% hit rate. His volume spikes when Argentina is forced to grind out a tight game, but against a massive underdog like Cape Verde, sitting deep, Argentina doesn't need to, circulate the ball forever to break, to really break the guys down. So they get in behind quicker, and I think that actually caps his total touches instead of inflating them. I also looked at his pass attempts, like I had said. We're just going to check the heat map real quick. And his touches, we're looking at passes here. He's averaging 82.5 touches per game. So he's not even getting enough touches to in my opinion, to clear 87.5 passes attempted. And he's only played in 2 games so far. He sat out 1 of the games of the 3 games that they played. Let's dive over real quick to the last 10 games. I want to show you guys that as well. Here he is. Okay. So over the past 10 games, if you faded them, like I said, in those 10 games, you're cashing 70% of your tickets on passes attempted. And like I said, he's only played in 2 games. He did play 90 minutes in both of the 2 World Cup matches that he's had against Algeria and Austria, and he only had 70 and 67 pass attempts. So it's bugging me that I can't remember the third team that, Jordan, that's who it is. I'm sorry, guys. I had a mental block real quick. Yeah, so it was Jordan, but he didn't play in the Jordan game. So anyway, with that being said, guys, that's going to be the third and final pick. We're just going to do a quick recap. We're going to fade Imam Ashur on shots on target, on fade him at 0.5, on under 0.5 shots on target. We're going to take Lionel Messi on the over for goals scored at 0.5, at least 1 goal scored. And then last but not least, Enzo Fernandez, we're going to fade him on, passes attempted at 87.5. Guys, that's going to do it. Don't forget to check out Underdog. If you're a new user, sign up, use my code PLUS, P-L-U-S. That's a $50 bonus. If you're already on Underdog, check out NoBig. Use my code PLUSUNIT, P-L-U-S-U-N-I-T. And that's a $50 bonus. Guys, with that being said, I'm going to check out here. Let me know down below in the comments what you like versus what you didn't like, what you're going to tell versus what you're going to fade. And I will see you guys in the next one. Later.